I mean, can I explain the method of these lines now? But I will continue here on the site. Among the things that are present on the site, I mean, look here. There are some spaces. Here, for example, there are some spaces. You might ask, what if you have a paragraph with spaces? Here, you can remove spaces using this tool or link, the white space remover. I put the text here and tell it to remove spaces. Once done, spaces are gone, and I can work with the paragraph. I can use the letter counter to count sentences, words, and letters. Once I input the paragraph, it provides word count statistics immediately. Some might need a case converter. For example, some say, I have this text in small letters and want to change it. If you want sentence case or uppercase, it can convert it. It works for me. It also has a liter counter here. It can also pass on to me the verse you have, how many seconds you have, how many words you have, how many liters will bring you the verse. As soon as you put the paragraph, it starts bringing you its statistical verse as a word war right away. It has no problem with that. Some people might also need something called a case converter. For instance, some might say, I have all of this text in small letters, and they're not sure about the uppercase and lowercase letters. So if you want it in sentence case, it can present it like this, where the first letter is capitalized and the rest are in small letters. If you want it all in uppercase, you can do that too. Are you using English for a specific test or something and you need it all in uppercase? Just put it all in uppercase and you can take the paragraph and use it. Do you want it all in lowercase? Here you go. This is lowercase. Do you want it in title case? All right. That means the first letter of each word will be capitalized. Here it is. It will do that for you. Of course, it all depends on your needs. It all depends on your needs. You want the mixed case, it will give you the mixed case. That's it. You want something called inverse case, it will give you inverse case. The first letter remains capital, then the second letter remains small, and so on. Okay? Of course, what else could you do after that? You can take a copy from here. You can insert an idea, and instead of copying, you can just take a copy from here and paste it into Word. It does the job well, as we saw earlier. This is a useful site. It offers text and image tools. For cropping, filtering, or resizing images, you can work with images easily. This tool works well. As we saw, it also removes spaces. This is a site you can benefit from, and it's not limited to text tools. It also provides image tools. If you want to crop an image, add a filter, or resize it, all these are among the tools this site offers. You can even work with images without issues. Now, about the font I mentioned, the Gloria font, if I need to download it, you should know that if you go to the search bar and type fonts, it will show a folder named fonts. It is not only specialized in text tools, meaning it is not only specialized in text tools, but it also provides you with things related to images. Of course, if you want to cut something in the image, add a specific filter to it, resize it in a specific way, these are all among the features this site provides, meaning you can even deal with it in images without any problem at all. All right, the font I mentioned earlier, the Gloria font, for example, if I need to download it to my device, you should know that on your device, if you go to the search bar down here and type fonts, it will bring up a folder named fonts. This folder contains the fonts that are available on your device. These are the fonts that are available on your device, which you can find in Word. When you open Word, you will see many fonts available. All of these fonts are stored on your device if you type fonts here. If you try it with me, you will find all the fonts available here. Just remember not to delete anything from there. Because it is a word processing program like Word and Shop, which processes images, but of course, you need to write texts that depend on these fonts that you see, depend on the fonts that you see, and therefore, the font must be any font, but as a general information, any font that you need and have on your device and use in Word, you must add it. Inside this folder that we just saw together called fonts, you need to add the font you want, like the one named Gloria. So you go to the search bar and type in the font you want. For example, you can go to Google and say, I want to download, for example, Gloria, I don't know, I need to get the font name. Its exact name is Gloria, so we write it correctly. It was written as Gloria, right? Okay, Halogia. For instance, I am not entirely sure, but I believe the font name that I need to obtain is specifically and precisely Gloria, so that we can ensure it is written correctly and accurately. It was indeed written as Gloria. Is that correct? All right, let us confirm. Halogia. So what did he bring here? He brought it for you, of course. You'll come from here and open it, and then it will start showing you the font. Okay, so it will tell you what this is. This is the line. How much is your presence now? Of course, I have this font downloaded on my device. So you'll find that here in blue, it will tell you, do you want to download or get the font? You'll say, yes, I want to get the font. As soon as we do get font, the font will download to your downloads. Let's go ahead and delete it here and do get font again, okay? And you say, I want to download. Are you going to download it? The font will be downloaded to your downloads. Aris, should I do the download? Will you do the download? The font will be downloaded to your downloads. Here it is. As soon as you right click like this, of course, this is a compressed file. If you look at this file, you will notice that it is a compressed file or a compressed folder. You will right click on the folder, go to WinRAR and tell it to extract this folder. It will start showing you the same folder, or open it and it will show you the type of font that you see. This font confirms that the font file type is the specific file for this font. Now you take this file, copy it normally, and then go to the folder here and say paste. Of course, it will show you where I have it and it will say it's already there. So when you paste it, it will directly go into your folder. As soon as it lands here, you can open Word and get your text. For example, if we had this paragraph or the text that exists, you can go to the font, which was named Gloria, and switch to the font that we... For this font, you take this file like this, and you can just copy it normally. Just a regular copy. And then you go to the folder here and say paste. Of course, it will show you where I have it, and it will say it's already there. So when you paste it, it will directly go into your folder. As soon as it lands here, you can open Word and get your text. You take your text, which we had here. For example, this is your paragraph or the text that exists. And you come to the font, which was named Gloria, and switch to the font that we want. The site had brought us the font that we want. They brought it like this. So this is the way. If we want to deal with any font or any type of font and install this font on our device, the way is simply we come here and say the font is correct. The font folders, it brought me the fonts. So what font do I want? I have to search for it on Google. Go to Google and type download in any language, then the font name. It will show the font and a download option. The file downloads to the downloads folder. Unzip it, extract and get the folder. Copy the font to the fonts folder to use it in Word. This font works with English, not Arabic. You can find Arabic compatible fonts too. Download them and find them in your list. This was a simple tip. Close the PDFs and see what's available. There's another site, but I prefer the first one. Of course, this font applies to English, not Arabic, and we can get other fonts that work with Arabic without any problem. We can download them and find them in our list here without issues. This was just a simple piece of information for you regarding this site. Now, let's close this PDF and also close this one and see what else we have available. There's also another site, but I always prefer this first site that we worked on. All right? There's another site that also works. There is also another site, but I always prefer the first site that we worked on. Okay. There's another site that is also used. Hello. It essentially serves the same purpose, but in case there was any issue or potential problems with the previous site, you can use this site instead.